Ciao belli! Today we are going to discuss the Italian possessives, but in order to do that we will have to review the rules of pluralization and the definite articles in Italian. Okay? So in case if you don't remember what definite articles are, you could go to the YouTube channel and to view the specific video on that, but the definite article in English is the, in Italian it has many, and then we will need to review that. Okay, so as you remember, in Italian every noun is either masculine or feminine. Absolutely every noun is either masculine or feminine. It's purely a grammatical gender, so there is no need to look for the masculine or feminine characteristics. So let's just review how to tell the gender and how to pluralize the nouns. Okay, let's do that. So we have here pera, a pear, mela, apple, limone, lemon, ananas, and it is the pineapple, fiore, flower, amica, a friend, amico, friend, caffè, coffee. Alright, the rules are, if you remember, if a word in Italian ends on a, most likely, but not always, it will be feminine. So the definite article will be la. If a word in Italian ends on a, it is the same thing. Mela will be la, mela. If it is limone, it could be either way because it is e. So you need to look in a dictionary because you do not know. And turns out that it is the masculine, so it will be il limone. Ananas starts with the vowel, and it is a foreign word, ananas, ending on a consonant. That's why you know this. Foreign. Tupi Guarani means delicious fruit in Guarani, south of Paraguay and Brazil, probably. So ananas will be L apostrophe ananas in order to avoid the clash of vowels. L'ananas. Then fiore, again, same case as with the limone, you need to look in a dictionary. Turns out it is masculine. You looked in a dictionary. You have to do that, because otherwise you do not know whether it is masculine or feminine. It is il fiore. Amica ends on a, especially because there is a masculine counterpart. You know that it will be L apostrophe Y because it is starting with the vowel a, l'amica. And it will be l'amico, the same thing, L apostrophe, in order to avoid the clash of vowels, l'amico. And then you have caffè, and it will be il caffè. So you have the definite articles: the pear, the apple, the lemon, the pineapple, the flower, the female friend, the male friend, and the coffee. Okay, so now let's see if you remember how to pluralize them. So this little table you need to memorize. Why? Because it will help you to pluralize things. So if a word in Italian ends on o, then the plural will be ending on e. For example, you have here gatto ending on o, and then the plural, you take o out, and what do you put? You put this e. So you have here gatti, and gatti means cats in plural because gatto is one cat. Gatti is the plural cats. Then you have fiore. If a word in Italian ends on e, no matter whether it's masculine or feminine, for the pluralization you will add e to the, instead of the fiore, you will substitute it for e. So it will be fiori. Fiori. And it is the masculine plural. You have here mela, and you have here, if a word in Italian ends on a, it will become e for the plural, so you have mele instead of mela, and it means apples. Limone ends on e. You have the rule here that if it ends on e, plural will be ending on e, so it will be limoni. Gatto we already took care of. Alright, so now you need to decide which definite article you will assign to each one of the words. Gatto was masculine singular, but gatti is plural masculine. Gatto is masculine singular, gatti is plural masculine. So what do you need to do? You need to choose this article because it will be I gatti. I is plural masculine, gatti is plural masculine. I fiori because it is plural masculine, plural masculine. Then you have mele. Mele is different. Why is it different? Because you see even from this table that it is feminine. So you will substitute it. You will choose the definite article le, which is plural feminine. And look how nicely they coincide. Limoni is masculine, so you will take and you will say I limoni. So note how well it coincides. I, e, I, I, I. It doesn't always work like that, but most of the time. So it is correct. So not only you pluralize them, but you also chose the right definite article that corresponds to each noun. Okay? Remember, the most important thing is to actually memorize this little table because it is crucially important for pluralization. Okay, now what if we decided to say, because now we need to talk about the possessives, that it is my pear, your apple, his lemon, our pineapple, and so forth. So in Italian you will say pera. You remember it is feminine singular, so you do here and you write la mia pera. So what do you need here? You need here definite article, you need here possessive mia, my, and pera, the word for the pear. So you have my pear. In English, you would never say the my pear. You would say either the pear or my pear. In Italian, it is different. You actually do say the my pear. It is a must, not negotiable. All right? So for the mela, will be exactly the same. La mia mela. La mia mela. Note that if in English, the possessive, his car, his cat, her car, gives you the information about the owner, in Italian, possessive gives you information about the item possessed. Mia pera. So the pera is feminine, and therefore possessive mia gives you the information of the, or confirms the information that it is the feminine singular. It's exactly the same thing. Mia, mela will be like that. Alright, so let's say if it is the cafe, you will say cafe is masculine, it's different, so it will be il mio caffè. So cafe is masculine, and then the possessive has to follow the item possessed, not the owner. So mio tells you that the coffee is masculine, or masculine coffee brings that possessive, that it is also masculine. And then it's confirmed also with the definite article il mio caffè. Okay, let's see them all together. You see here on this table the possessives. So these ones are the base ones, and then you modify them according to the number and gender. Mio means mine, tuo, yours, suo, his, hers, or also yours, sir, yours, madam, nostro, our, vostro, your, plural, loro, their. Then, according to the gender and number, you modify it to miei, tuoi, suoi, nostri, vostri, loro, if it is masculine plural, or mia, tua, sua, nostra, vostra, loro, if it is feminine singular. If it is feminine plural, you say mie, tue, sue, nostre, vostre, loro. Then you might go back in here and see this little table and see that masculine singular will correspond to O, feminine singular to A, feminine plural, masculine plural I, feminine plural E, and then if a word in Italian ends on a, it will be in e in plural. But this thing does not, you don't really need it. You only need the first two. All right, so let's see examples here. La mia amica è italiana. My friend is Italian. Note how nicely it all fits together. You say la, feminine, mia, feminine, amica, feminine, italiana, feminine. Note that the most important thing here is the amica. Why? Because it is the noun that it is feminine singular, and then everything else follows it in being feminine and singular. Next one is la tua macchina è giapponese. So in this case, la, again, feminine definite article, tua, yours, possessive, made feminine. Why? Because macchina is feminine singular, and this is the most important word, it's the noun. È giapponese. Giapponese is the adjective, Japanese, that is unisex. If it ends on e, it could be either masculine or feminine, both works. Next one is il mio limone è giallo. Il mio limone è giallo? It's a question. È giallo. Definite article. Il mio, possessive, masculine, singular. Limone, a word that could be either masculine or singular, but you know that it is masculine, that's why you're using it, the possessive and masculine. Giallo, adjective, that it is masculine, singular. Il mio gatto è inglese. Lui è bianco. Masculine, definite article. Mio, possessive, masculine, singular. Gatto, masculine, singular. È inglese, happens to be unisex because it ends on e, so it could be either masculine or feminine. My cat is English. In Italian, remember, you have to say my cat is English. Lui è bianco. He is white. I tuoi limoni sono italiani. Masculine plural. I tuoi masculine plural. Limoni masculine plural. Italiani masculine plural. All right, so that's how it works. The difference is mainly the possessive does not give you the information about the person who possesses something, his, hers, but rather about the item possessed. So it's slightly different. All right, so can we stop here and make the possessives for these words, these words? You could say my beer, my pizza, my coffee, my aubergine, my wine, my croissant, my bread, my cheese. Okay? All right, let's take a look in here. Birra ends on a. La mia birra would be my beer. Pizza, feminine, singular as well. La mia pizza would be my pizza. Caffè happened to be masculine noun, so it will be il mio caffè. Melanzana ends on a, most likely it's feminine, and it is correct. La mia melanzana. Vino. Vino is masculine, ends on o, kind of gives you a hint. Il mio vino, my wine. Cornetto, same business. Il mio cornetto would be my croissant. Pane could be either way, because you need to check. But it happened to be masculine, so you'll say il mio pane, my bread. Formaggio, exactly the same business. Il mio formaggio means my cheese. All right, on your own, try to find out how do you say the possessives for the pronoun to. Pronoun to. For all of those words. That would be a good practice. And then once you're done, go back and check it against the possessives. That would be probably enough. So I hope today we learned about the possessives. We learned that 1. Possessives need articles. The possessives give information about the item possessed and not the person who possesses. Possessives are adjectives, and they follow nouns in gender and number. So if a noun is masculine, then the possessive has to be in the same gender. Finally, we learned, hopefully by heart, this little table that will help you to pluralize anything, and you will need it for the possessives. And then finally, we can make this sentence that Mouse could say that il mio formaggio, my cheese, è giallo. So you will remember that if formaggio ending on O, and it is masculine singular, then the il mio has to be the possessive, masculine singular. Il is masculine singular definite article, and giallo is the adjective, descriptive adjective. Yellow will correspond to the same one. All right? So hopefully it was enough. Ciao belli.